Game week 10 saw a 52-point game week, and it was a little bit coulda, woulda, shoulda. But let's look at game week 11 lineup so far. Martinez will start at home against Newcastle United. It's a 3-5-2, so 3 at the back. Cancelo at home to Fulham, Robbo at home to Wolves, and James at home to Leeds United. Going into a 5-man midfield, we've got Grealish at home to a potentially struggling Newcastle, Son at home to Arsenal, De Bruyne at home, captain at Fulham, Fernandes at West Ham, and Souček at home to Manchester United. And up front, we've got Jamie Vardy against his arch nemesis, Sheffield United away from home. And Burnley is up next for Dominic Calvert-Lewin away at Turf Moor. So the way the videos will go now is instead of one big sort of 25-minute video where I look at the team, look at the points, look at fixtures, and look at the captaincy options and the transfer choices, all in one video where I just call it sort of team selection or preview, I think I will cut it now into 2 videos where I have a look at the team selection, so the points in today's video, the points I got last week, and how I'm looking to shape up in the next game week, and then a second video where I look at the fixtures, potential transfers for myself, and players to watch for you, captaincy choices, and sort of fixture watch, things like that. I think 2 separate videos rather than one clumped together one will look a little bit better in terms of organization, but also maybe would be easier for you guys to watch if you can't sort of sit there for sort of 25-30 minutes every week. But let me know in the comments below if you think that is a good idea. You know, do you want to see just one big video, or would you prefer to see one team video and then one preview video? So, let's get into it. 56 points minus 4, so 52. And it genuinely feels like, even though we've got a small green arrow from 3.8 million to 3.5 million, it just feels like it was a week of could have been. This could have been a genuine 80-plus game week for me. So, starting goal, Martinez. Okay, fine. Against West Ham, it was a difficult fixture. Wasn't expected too much. We move on. Cancelo, benched. He started so much this season. It is going to happen with your Pep Guardiola players, but a clean sheet point missed out. Minimum there. Could have got a goal, could have got a bonus, but if we just take the 6 points clean sheet, that's 6 down already. Robertson, he's sort of in the 85th minute. He'd almost got an assist with Mane. He was on 3 bonus, and he had a clean sheet. He was getting a double-digit haul back-to-back game weeks, and in the 92nd minute, he himself gives away a penalty. It doesn't matter if you think it was. It doesn't matter if you think it wasn't. At the end of the day, he gave away a penalty. They lost a clean sheet, and he ended up getting 2 points. So it was like a 10-point swing there. James picking up 6 points, was 7, got a yellow card. So again, it's incredible that a guy who still gets the yellow card still gets bonus points. He is an absolute bonus point machine. Going into midfield, Souček, my last decision to make last game week was Souček or Brewster. Souček's nailed on. Also, he's got that threat. He's 4.9 million. I thought, why not? Let's have a punt. He's the weakest player in my 11, and he's not too bad. He's had a few good opportunities in the last couple of game weeks, and it didn't come to fruition. Heung-min Son, Jose Mourinho against Frank Lampard, Chelsea against Spurs. Both teams just didn't want to lose, and definitely Jose Mourinho went there to say, we are not going to lose this game. I think if you have the Son and Kane double up, that match really would have persuaded you to possibly get rid of one of them, but they're 3 points for Heung-min Son. And then look at that midfield. Grealish 10, Kevin De Bruyne 10, Bruno Fernandes 10, none of them my captain. I say time and time again on stream, I massively prefer captaining a midfielder because you get extra points for goals, you get extra points for clean sheets. And I went with Jamie Vardy, who at least didn't blank. Of course, I think a lot of us are going to be disappointed here that he only got an assist. Leicester losing as Fulham at home is just... You couldn't have believed it. You could have written that script beforehand. Everyone definitely had a nailed-on Leicester win there. But it was similar to the same team that came out against Liverpool. They just were slow, lethargic, not at the races. And then we've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, blank. A lot of people are going to be thinking when to jump off Calvert-Lewin rather than if. I just think that's madness. I know he's got such high percentage of ownership, 61%. But even if you take that out of the equation, he's in the golden boot race. He's absolutely nailed on. He just goal hangs. That's his job now, to just stay up front and get goals. For me, and his sub 8 million, he's just going absolutely nowhere. So let's have a look how I am setting up then. We had a look at lineup before. So Martinez against Newcastle United, which And if we do Grealish at this point as well, this could be very, very good or very, very bad, because Newcastle now have a COVID-19 issue where they've shut the training ground down. The match could be postponed, or we could see a Newcastle side that fields a youth team, basically. Now, if it's postponed, it's going to be difficult because we're going to be down sort of. A lot of people got Jack Grealish. 42.2% have Jack Grealish now. 27.2% have Martinez, and not a lot will have a backup goalkeeper. So some of us could be going into and that's supposed to be the very first game of the game week. It's supposed to be the early kickoff. Villa against Newcastle could be postponed, and we could have 2 players down already, which is not fantastic. But if that academy team comes out for Newcastle, but either way, definitely hold your transfer if you do have any Newcastle or Villa players, because you're going to have to wait and see on that one. Cancelo against Fulham, is he going to play? Hopefully. I'm going to take the risk, because the risk and reward for me here is I've got Lamptey on my bench and I've got Taylor on my bench, and I don't mind either of those defenders coming in. One for Brighton, attacking, one for Burnley. They're usually sturdy at the back, unless they're playing against Manchester City. Cancelo, the opportunity not for a clean sheet, but also for those potential attacking returns. An issue is Pep does like Mendy when he's fit, and Walker is of course nailed on at the right back slot, so it is a risk. If he keeps getting dropped in these easier games against the likes of Burnley and against the likes of Fulham, I will have to look to do it, but it's not an emergency just yet. Robertson is at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers, who obviously I wish Raul Jimenez a very, very quick recovery. Without fans in the stadium, you could even hear that horrible connection between David Luiz and Raul Jimenez. I think it's ridiculous that David Luiz stayed on the pitch. He should have been withdrawn, whether he wanted to or not. And I really hope Raul Jimenez, the Mexican marksman, makes a full, healthy, speedy recovery and hopefully gets back out on the pitch as well. Reece James against Leeds. Leeds is always a tough one. You don't know what team's going to come out there. It's going to be one that's going to attack. They get lots of chances but concede lots of chances. And again, an issue that I have is if I have my 3 defenders playing, I'm pretty confident, I'm pretty happy. Reece James is an incredible bonus point magnet. He's really attacking. A lot of the play goes through him. He's a very attacking fullback. Cancelo, equally the same. He's a fantastic fullback. He's right up there in terms of the stats. Robertson, of course, is one of the best fullbacks in the world. Very attacking. If those guys are playing, it's fantastic. Robertson is nailed on, of course, unless he finds himself rotated out this game week. But James and Cancelo, the issue that I do have there is there could be occasions where those guys are drops. That's the risk that I've got to take. Heung-min Son against Arsenal. I'm not looking to get rid there. Arsenal are looking terrible in terms of attack. They're looking a bit leaky now in terms of defence. Heung-min Son could definitely take advantage of that in that game. We've got Souček on the other side there. It says 5.9 million. He's not. He's 4.9 million. I just didn't change Ross Barkley's price there. But 4.9 million. Again, my question was going to be, do I go for Lamptey, who's got Southampton, or Taylor, who's got Everton, or Bruce, who's got Leicester? I'm going to go for Souček still as that sort of 11th man, and that's because against Manchester United, who's just conceded 2 set pieces against, albeit one of them was an absolute humdinger of a free kick from James Ward-Prowse, but still I do feel as though Manchester United do have a kind of weakness from set pieces. And he's just a danger man. He's had a few good chances the last couple of game weeks. Bit quiet against Aston Villa, but still, when the ball's in the box, he's definitely a threat. Jack Grealish, I mentioned him earlier against Newcastle United. Got Bruno Fernandes, who for me has just been absolutely incredible. I've had him for 2 game weeks now. He got me 22 points as my captain in game week 9. He got me 10 points against Southampton in game week 10. I got him for his very first game last season. I've made one video on this channel where I called one player essential last season, and it was Bruno Fernandes, and he's proven to possibly do that again. It's strange because we have this idea that, Manchester United, unreliable, inconsistent, but Fernandes just isn't. The points are there. It's absolutely incredible how he just manages to rack up those points. Kevin De Bruyne's got my captain's armband at the minute. Knowing my luck, he's probably going to get either rotated out or subbed off at 45 minutes, because that seems to be a theme with me this season. But you can't argue, at home to Fulham, despite a fantastic result for Fulham away at Leicester City, I can't look past Kevin De Bruyne for the captaincy on that one. Speaking of Fulham, Jamie Vardy, disappointing that he only did get that assist against Fulham, but I do think he's going to bounce back against Sheffield United for a couple of reasons. So I've mentioned it before. One, he's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. He hates Sheffield United. There's animosity between Jamie Vardy and the Sheffield United fans and the club. They're enemies. But also, two, the players and the manager, Brendan Rodgers, are going to hate the fact that they've just dropped what they would consider, I won't say easy points against Fulham, but to lose at home to Fulham is a terrible result. Maybe they went in there a little bit too confident. They were slow, they were lethargic, they weren't really at the races when it came to Fulham, who were really up for it. And now I don't think they're going to make that same mistake again. They're going to think, oh, well, we definitely can't lose to bottom of the table, winless, can't buy a goal Sheffield United. We're going to definitely go out there and destroy them because we need to bounce back from that and try and get Champions League football. So that's my hope. I think Jamie Vardy's going to do well this game week. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin had him all season, going absolutely nowhere, away to Burnley, who, yes, they have a good defence, but I'm always going to back my boy Dominic Calvert-Lewin to try and get some points there. So that's going to be it for today's video. So like I mentioned previously, my idea now is to have a team selection video where I look at the points from the team from last game week and how I'm looking to set up in the up and coming game week and have it as a real team selection video. And then the second video where I look at the fixtures, look at potential transfers for myself and for other people, players to target for the up and coming game week and captaincy choices, and have a preview video rather than smashing it all together as one sort of 25-minute video. Let me know if you prefer it that way, sort of two videos in two parts rather than one big video, or if you just prefer the one big video altogether. So hopefully as well, I'll see you in the next video and hope to see you on the stream on Friday lunchtime, 12 o'clock UK time in the afternoon. Remember as well, it will be Friday Night Football. It will be a deadline on Friday. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video and see you on stream. Have a good one.